So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZW Games 5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below.
What was it, YouTube? Day here for Z4 Games. And I'm bringing you Rob's zombie profile alongside some replays. So he's got some replays up against the meta, about like Orcus and some other fun decks, just to kind of show off what the deck can do. So as you can see, he plays 2 Border Roach, 1 Jacko Bolan, 1 Froylan, triple Banshee, double Gozuki, triple Mizuki, triple Solitaire, triple Unizombie, triple Ash, triple Glart Bloom, which is quite interesting actually. But there's a lot of nice interactive plays with this, and there's a combo within this deck which I think is amazing. Triple Instant Fusion, 1 Foolish Burial, triple Call by the Grave, triple Super Poly, triple Zombie World, and triple Rivalry. In the extra deck, he's got 2 Zombie Super Poly targets alongside Starving Venom, Theseus, 2 Winder, 1 Mud Dragon, Thousand Eyes, Savage Dragon, Omega, Borosword, 2 Vampire Sucker, and I believe it's 1 Barricade Blocker and 1 of the other zombie, the Avendread. Anyway, so Gozuki's, this is a combo that I love. So he instant fusion into Winder with Zombie World, makes Vampire Sucker, single out Bloom, bring out Border Roach, and then you've got Jacko Bolan. Now Jacko Bolan is such a nice new card for the deck because it can actually trigger and it revives Winder, because Winder's a zombie. So straight away as they attempt to make a special summon, you will revive Winder, and you've got Winder locking them out, and then of course he has a rivalry just to finish it off. But Winder kind of goes, no, you're not special summoning anymore. And the reason the player just keeps revealing dangers, he's pretty much lost from there on anyway. Going first against Blue Eyes, this is the old school zombie play. So this gets you your Zombie World, and then Unizombie. He's opened up with a Border Roach, so you can send the Bloom, special summon a Border Roach, get rid of that Vampire Sucker, set the Super Poly, and then kind of pass on the Border Roach. I mean, I still think zombies are one of the, like, such a fun deck to play and still very, very powerful as well. Jacko Bolan is a nice one-off that's actually really helped the deck out quite a lot. I believe he's trying to keep this on a budget basis as well, except like Savage Dragon. And obviously Blue Eyes, we know, are a little bit more rogue than anything, but you can use that as soon as anyone gets 2 monsters on board, you Super Poly them away as standard. It gets Lights On, so a nice little mill deck. Again, Unizombie, Banshee, Zombie World, Mizuki, Instant Fusion into Winder, straight into Vampire Sucker, Banshee Mizuki, bring back Winder, set to pass. So even if you don't have the Border Roach play, you still have a lot of very cool plays with your Winder. And then the fact that he flips Rivalry is just game over. The Rivalry lock with Zombie World, not to mention the lock with Winder as well, just makes everything so much worse. And in this hand, he's actually been able to maintain an advantage. So next turn, if he was to normal summon a Glart Bloom, and then link that off, actually I don't think he can link it off, but if he was able to get rid of it, then he goes into Bold Roach. This time it's against Shadows with the new structure deck, and they are playing in Master Rule 5. Doesn't make much of a difference to the zombies, which again is why it's a nice little investment going forward, because your instant fusion target is always going to be right now the Winder. This one's a bit underwhelming, but you've still got the Border Roach in the graveyard, and you know, as you can see, the Rivalry is going to slow everything down. They go into the new Gishki, Shadal, bring back Border Roach. Border Roach can then trigger should it wish. You get a nice little draw off of your Vampire Sucker as well. I lost the Zombie World, so not everything is zombies, but it's still not enough for the Shadal player to kind of break the board and go from there. Going to the Reverend Dreadslayer. I love the Reverend Dreadslayer, it's really cool. And then the track card is activated in response to the Banshee. Banshee is still going to get you your Zombie World, because the Call by the Grave has been active. Foolish Barrel and Mizuki. Mizuki can bring back anything, so there's a window that's going to shut everything down a little bit more. And then the fact that you can damage step, summon out Border Roach is just crazy. Just gives you a lot more power play to kind of move further forward. And as you can see from this one, just beat through the opponent's board and go from there. That's a very scary board, especially now that you've got 2 Border Roach as well. So we've got 2 Border Roach, and Avendread, which is going to be very hard to get rid of because of damage step as well. This one is Time Lords. Now the reason we've kept this one in here is this one's actually very interesting. Time Lords are quite fun, to be honest. But the same, Uni-Zombie, Send Banshee, Banish, Zombie World, Instant Fusion, Winder, link the two together, there's your Vampire Sucker, Mizuki, Banish, bring back Winder, set free pass. So quite a nice little lockout. Obviously he doesn't know he's playing Time Thief at this moment in time, but normal summon the Time Thief, don't really care about rivalry. He's just halved his opponent's life points, which is a massive hit. He's going to instant fusion again into Theseus, and we've got the brand new hand trap there that's going to get stopped as the Effect Veiler as well. Doesn't really go anywhere though. This one then gets shuffled back, and then luckily the Time Lord guy has got the one that is going to do a mass amount of damage as well. Nearly finished the player off. It's top deck the Super Poly, so we can use 2 monsters, but what obviously the zombie player did, or what Rob did, was brought back being able to summon Jacko Bolan, because then Jacko Bolan can revive the zombie, and kind of move from there, and the Time Lord players kind of just run out of resources. White Bloom, Border Roach, and that's pretty much going to be game. It's not enough to kill the game, but you can see from the Time Lord's hand that he just doesn't have anything that can work off of this. Underworld, Zombie World, and Rivalry, and then the Ash is going to stop the metaverse. So that's that one. Now the Orcus one. Now the issue with this video is there is a bit of a lag on this one, so I do apologise when it gets to it. But the reason I've kept this one in here is to actually show how the zombies break an Orcus board. So he's Ash Blossomed the Nightmare. They still were able to make Galatea because of the Blast Bombard, and they're going to end on a Ding Grisu and a Winder. Now the zombie player plays Instant Fusion. Again, sorry for the lag, it's just how the footage came in. The Instant Fusion goes into Thousand Eyes. Thousand Eyes steals the Winder. That then means that he's no longer restricted to the one special summon, so he can go with a whole Uni-Zombie play. Banshee, Zombie World, Bloom, Border Roach, Avendread Slayer. Avendread Slayer will then send a Border Roach to grave, so he's got one coming back during the standby phase to get past the Ding. And then everything starts going off in a chain. So Border Roach goes off, you've then got Skeleton, and you've also got the Gizmek as well. I suppose that's one way of dodging the Border Roach kind of plays. So Border Roach goes to negate, banish, the Galatea, and it gets hit with the Crescendo. Skeleton then brings back the Ding. Ding goes to send. The Border Roach will then negate the send, so it doesn't get sent. The Orcus then uses it with return to draw 2 cards. Normal summons a scrap. Starts doing scrap combos. Here comes the Unicorn. Spins back the Border Roach. But then foolishly attacks into the Avendread, not paying attention that it can actually just send the Border Roach. Border Roach during the standby phase would come back. And that's the end of the replay. So we'll have another quick look over the profile. So yeah, as you can see, the build is pretty straightforward and standard. The Jacko Bolan at 1 is quite a nice and interesting touch. You could argue that you put Bloom to 2 and Jacko Bolan to 2 if you want to, but then you've got to be very careful with the amount of big monsters that you're putting in there, because you'll be playing with 2 Border Roach, 2 Jacko Bolan, and 1 Froylan, which can get a little bit bricky in the hand if you can't deal with them or get rid of them on a consistent basis. Regardless, it's a very, very fun deck to watch. I love the look of it. Zombies are such a fun deck to play around with. I don't think they're going to be meta-defining. I just feel that they can really, really give your opponent a bit of a headache, because they are very, very powerful. And if they don't know what they do, they can really, really cause you an issue. 9 times out of 10, like I said, the Rivalry Zombie World lockout is just as painful, because under that lockout you can't special summon anything. If you already control something, because it's considered as a zombie, you struggle to get into your extra deck, because everything in your extra deck, unless it's a zombie, can't be linked into. So it just really, really slows down your plays and causes you a lot of issues. And then the fact that it's Super Poly, which with Zombie World is always going to be live. So the biggest thing with this is you need to get rid of Zombie World. That stops their consistency. That means the Border Roach is going to struggle to come back. But Jacko Bolan has given them another form of protection, or another form of extension with that as well. Anyway, I hope you like this idea. I hope you like this video. I hope it gave you a couple of ideas on a zombie build as well. If you have any replays or online profiles that you would like to show off and showcase, by all means, let us know in the comments down below, and then we'll figure out a way of you sending us the files, and I'll be more than happy to review them, go over them, and put additional commentary on top as well, just to kind of see what you guys out there are playing around with. For now, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and as always, guys, happy dueling.